Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life. And if you've been following us, you know that every single day for about a solid year, we are going to be doing a positive affirmation shout out every day for the week. We're going to do the same shout out for the week and be working on the same kind of principle. And then we're going to do daily shout outs. So we are on week 4, day 4. And the affirmation for the week is, I expect positive surprises. And there are so many positive surprises. So much goodness in the world when we open our eyes and our hearts to receive it. There is just so much good. So much good in the world. And so I hope that you are enjoying your journey this week on looking for those positive surprises. Okay, and then the affirmation for today is, I have everything I need to achieve my goals. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to this book. It is a book that's written by Dr. Susan Lawton, and it's called Positive Peaceful Growth Journey. Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar. And we are kind of working through this book together here on our channel. And so again, the affirmation for today is, I have everything I need to achieve my goals. And I just wanted to talk about that aspect for just a minute. Like, I don't think that there has ever been a time in the history of this world where we have more of what we need to achieve our goals. We have more access to education than ever before. There are loans, there are grants, there are, oh my goodness, like there's the internet. You can get almost everything that you need to learn about online. It's just at our fingertips. It is amazing. We are, if we need help from other people, we are way more connected as a society than we have ever been before in the world. Not only do we have, the one-on-one personal connections that we make in our neighborhood, and the people that we see every day, as that Sesame Street song is, who are the people in your neighborhood. Anyway, so not only do we have all the people in our neighborhoods, but we have the people and the peoples in our churches and in our communities and in all, our worlds are just expanded because we have the car, right? And so our circle, like, we're not just expanded to who we can meet by our feet or our horses, but our circles of who we get to know in this world expand by automobiles and airplanes. And again, the internet. We have different social media sites like Facebook, which I love, and then there's tons of other social media sites that I am super not good on yet, and haven't embraced yet, but they are all wonderful ways to stay connected. And so just the educational opportunities that we have, the connection opportunities that we have, we just have so many opportunities to have everything that we need. And so I'm talking about you having everything that you need. I just want to say too that I believe in God, and I believe that God put you down in your family, that He put you down in to experience wonderful things that your parents can teach you and your brothers and sisters can teach you, but also to be that amazing influence in your family, to love on your parents, to love on your brothers and sisters, and to share the wisdom that you have with the world. I am a big believer in the share of wisdom. If you have something that you've learned, please share it with others. Like, let's all learn from each other so that we don't have to all learn from our own mistakes, right? Anyway, so I am so thankful for all the people in my life who share wisdom with me. And I just wanted to say thank you, all of you people who are sharing your wisdom. And okay, so I have everything that I need to achieve my goals. So as you're contemplating this principle today, you might just think, what are my goals? And what do I need? And what gifts has God given me? Even the gifts. Like, I think that when God gave, I think that we're all children of God, and that I think that He gave us all that we all have different missions here on earth. And I believe that God gave us all different gifts to help us achieve those missions. Like maybe you have the gift of gentleness and kindness. Maybe you have the gift of vulnerability and authenticity. Maybe you have the gift of boldness. Like whatever your gifts are, I know that God gave them to you to help you on your mission that He wants you to do here on earth. So I do think that we have been blessed with everything that we need to be able to do what we want. Okay, so I remember this story. This story just came to mind right now. And this story is about a famous person who wrote books. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you all the details in the story because it's just not hitting my mind right now. But there was a famous guy who wrote books on, and I'm going to say like the places he's been and the animals that he'd seen. And he gave a lecture once. And I think that this lecture was in some third world country, and I don't even know what third world country it was. But there was a woman who went to his lecture, and she says, "Oh my goodness, you're so amazing. And you're so wealthy because of all the opportunities that you have, but I have no opportunities." And the man said, "Well, what do you have?" And she said, "Well, I guess, like what's around you?" And she said, "Well, I guess there's some ants that are around me." And he said, "Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you study the ants and write me a paper on the ants, and I will see if can get it published." And so that's what she did. She studied the ants and she wrote a paper on the ants. Like that was the only thing, I guess, that she thought that she noticed in her community. So she studied the ants, wrote a paper on the ants, sent it to him. He sent it back to her. And she said, and I can't remember how the story goes, but she said, well, okay, yeah, I had ants near me, but what else? I don't have any other opportunities to do anything great like this again. And he said to the woman, he's like, "Madam, what is under the ants?" And she's like, "Oh, there's bricks underneath the ants." So he's like, "Okay, give me a study of the bricks." So I know that whatever is in your environment is something that other people will care about and want to learn about. And whatever your experiences are in life, other people can learn from. So I really highly encourage you to share your experiences, share your knowledge. There are people who are looking for exactly what you want to share. And your experiences and the things in your environment are everything that you need to do. I honestly believe you have everything that you need to get to your goals. So again, the affirmation for today is, I have everything I need to achieve my goals. And as you all know, this week, as we're looking for those positive surprises, we are listening to, what's it called? Caleb, gotta help me on this one. From the Happiest, Millionaire. Fortuosity. Thank you, Caleb. Caleb is the one who's filming this for me. So, we are listening to the song Fortuosity by Disney's, it comes from Disney's The Happiest Millionaire. If you've never seen the movie, go see it. It's so good. Rent it, whatever, buy it. It's a super good movie. Anyway, and but it basically talks about how much good fortune is out there, just waiting to happen to us. That life is full of blessings waiting to be showered down on to us if we will just look for them and just ask. Again, I'm a total firm believer in God. God says, ask, and it will be given you. Knock, and it will be open. Seek, and you shall find. Okay, that's probably out of order, but you all know what I'm trying to say. So, as you're pondering this, please listen to Fortuosity from the Happiest Millionaire. I think it will be a super uplifting song to help you on your day to think of positive surprises that you're going to have in your life. And you all know that we are diffusing 2 drops of Douglas Fir, which is the oil of generational wisdom, 2 drops of Clary Sage, which is the oil of vision and the oil of clarity and vision, and then 2 drops of Peppermint, which is the oil of a Buoyant Heart. And today we are going to delve deeper into the emotional prospects of Peppermint and what it can do for us emotionally. And y'all know this is my absolute favorite book to use when it comes to the emotional aspects of the different essential oils that we have. So, Peppermint, I just wanted to read you not all, I'm not going to read you all. If you want to see the whole thing, you're going to definitely have to get the book. But I wanted to read you a few things about peppermint. Okay, so peppermint, if you've ever used the peppermint essential oil, you will know that it is amazing, amazing for pain. So like, let's just say that you have a headache. So what you could do is you could take your peppermint bottle, just even tilt a little bit of peppermint onto your finger. You don't even have to pour a whole drop out. You just like, I just totally just tilt the peppermint bottle, and then I just like rub it across my forehead, on the back of my neck, on my temples, around my ears, wherever my headache is hurting. And it's like, just try it. I think you'll be amazed on how well it works. But we all know that oils work very, very similarly, emotionally, the way they do physically. And so we all know that peppermint is amazing for pain, right? So it's also going to be amazing for emotional pain, which it is. So we're going to be talking about that. So peppermint brings joy and buoyancy, helps bring joy and buoyancy to the heart and soul. And it's very, very invigorating. Super invigorating to the body, to the mind, to the spirit. And it's I don't know, when you think of peppermint, what do you generally think of? I kind of think of Christmas, like with the candy canes, right? Maybe there's a reason that peppermint is associated with some of our happiest holidays of all. Okay, so it reminds us that we do not need to be controlled by fear, that we can look at life through faithful eyes, having faith in God, having faith in other people, having faith in ourselves, and instead of looking at it through fear. And I'm not saying, like, okay, John Adams is one of my favorite presidents. I think it's because he's like an ancestor. But anyway, he's one of my favorite presidents. And he said, it's either him or Jefferson. Someone find the quote. But one of those two said that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Okay, so I'm not saying to shut your eyes to things that are going on around you. And I'm not saying to not think of things that could happen in the past that might be potential hardships or stumbling blocks or something. No. I totally believe, with 7 boys in my family, I totally believe in being prepared. So I'm not saying to shut your eyes, but I'm just saying that we can go forward with faith, even when we're looking out for the things that potentially could go wrong in life too. Okay, so here's a little warning about peppermint. Okay, so if you're constantly getting headaches, I don't recommend just constantly putting the peppermint on. Okay, why? Because yes, it will help with the pain and help take the ache away, but you're not getting to the root of the problem, right? And so why are you getting headaches? Like, the number one cause of headaches is dehydration. Are you getting headaches because you're not drinking enough water? Are you getting headaches because you're not eating a nutritious diet? Are you getting headaches because you're not sleeping long enough, and so your body is just a little bit more worn down? Like, or is your back out of whack? There's so many different ways of getting headaches, reasons for getting headaches. So if you're constantly getting headaches, then you want to start looking at the root of the problem. And again, that goes the same for pain. Yes, diffusing peppermint can definitely lighten the load of the pain, right? And the effect of the pain. But if you're constantly having things that are paining you, I would never recommend constantly diffusing peppermint. And why not? Because I want more for you. I want you to get to the root of the problem. I want you to do the work and see what in my life is causing me pain and what can I do to solve it, and who do I need to pull in to help to solve it. Okay? So yes, peppermint is great for physical pain. It's great for emotional pain. It's great as a fix when you need it, right? But eventually you want to get to the underlying problems and see what's really going on. Okay, so again, it's great for a breather, but it's not something that you want to rely on if you're having constant physical or emotional pain. Okay, so here are some of the negative emotions that are addressed. Unbearable anguish. intense despair, heavy-heartedness, being pessimistic and being sad. And there are times when we all need a breather from our troubles. And so peppermint is amazing for those times. Peppermint essential oil is amazing for those times, okay? Here's the positive properties that it helps to bring in. Being buoyant, being optimistic, feeling relieved, having the strength to face the emotional pain. And I think that's the gift that peppermint gives you. It actually gives you the breathing room and the clarity and the strength to address some of the things that are emotionally painful for you. And if you are in emotional pain, I just want to say, going back to today's affirmation, you have everything that you need to either handle the pain or to change it so that you are not in pain. I totally believe that when we pray, that sometimes when we pray to God for issues, sometimes He helps us figure out how to take the issue away, and sometimes He helps us just cope better. Cope, knowing that we are more loved, feeling His love for us, okay, and having our burdens be lightened. So again, the affirmation for this week is I expect positive surprises. The affirmation for today is I have everything I need to achieve my goals. Reminding you to watch again?
Fortuosity.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking virtuosity. Like in my mind, I'm getting virtuosity confused with fortuosity. So fortuosity. Watch fortuosity from the Happiest Millionaire. And to be diffusing your Douglas Fir, the oil of generational wisdom, Clary Sage, the oil of vision and clarity, and Peppermint, the oil of a buoyant heart. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking more. We'll give you tomorrow's affirmation tomorrow, and we're going to be talking more about the physical properties of the Clary Sage, the Douglas Fir, and the Peppermint. So we hope that you will join us here tomorrow, and we hope you have an amazing day. This is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters and with Living the Wholesome Life, telling you I know you're going to have an amazing day. Bye-bye.